Are you guys ready to learn about the Red Prince's storyline? A normal single player, tactician mode for sure. Now, I'll tell you this, I made my own custom character. It was also a lizard, and I loved it. That's why I chose to start out with the Red Prince, because I'm somewhat familiar with his special abilities and things. But I only played probably about just a little bit of the starting island, and you'll see what I mean here soon if you have not played this game at all yet. But I started a little bit on the starting island. Oh, I didn't think we could change the preset for the origin stories. That is amazing. I didn't think that we could do that. I really want to go with Knight. I feel like the Red Prince, the guy that is the conqueror of, you know, all empires, I feel like he should be a knight. Should be the leader of the army. Origin, the Red Prince, you're infamous, a brilliant warrior, general exiled from his empire for coverting with demons. Fallen from grace, you refuse to give up. The throne will be yours again. Let's listen to the origin story, guys.
Famed, of course, for my unique red skin and unparalleled skills as a general of the House of War, I, the Red Prince, was raised within the vast palaces of the fabled Forbidden City. I was destined to become the next emperor. But my ambitions suffered a bit of a setback when I fell from grace for cavorting with demons. Now, I'm exiled and hunted by assassins. But I assure you, I remain undaunted and as determined as ever to claim my rightful throne.
Oh man, I love the Red Prince. He is such a badass. The only downside to the Red Prince is like his attitude. Like, the part I like is, like, you know, I'm a badass, I'm the leader of everybody, I should be the ruler of the kingdom. That's the part I love about him. The part I don't like about him is he's like a fashionista. He's like, oh, I like to powder my nose, and I like fine dining. It's, you know, he kind of seems like a little bitch, but he's a hard ass at the same time. He counteracts himself. Oh, yeah, I like the helmet. That is dope. That is the king that I would follow for sure. Man. Okay, I'm gonna turn up the volume a little bit for the game because I just feel like it's too quiet. I feel like it's too quiet for you guys. If it's too loud, be sure to let me know. Just comment in the live feed, let me know. I'm constantly watching it. But let's do the night. I feel like the knight's gonna be the best thing for us, especially since we're playing solo, and I just think it really fits the Red Prince. Appearance, I'm just gonna keep him exactly how he's supposed to be. I'm not gonna change up anything on him. I'm gonna keep him as he is. A noble scholar. But I'm going to make the instrument the cello. Because I like the way that sounds a lot. Do you see this? Do you see how badass he looks? Like, this guy walks into a bar, everybody just needs to leave. He's gonna kill a bitch. Damn, okay. Start it up. Yes, I'm done with character creation. I'll stay quiet during these cutscenes and people talking and stuff, just, you know, so you can hear it. This is a beautiful game, I'll tell you that.
As I'd planned.
Creepy bitch.
I was shackled and collared and sent to Fort Joy.
hell of an intro. I am gonna have to make sure that I turn on subtitles. I kind of thought they were already on. I don't really know why they're not. Loading the hold. Most people oh, never mind. I guess I'm gonna go through those shit real fast. Yeah. How are you supposed to read that? You can set the edge panning speed in the game section of the. Even if someone really, if you run out of money, barter, exchange items from your inventory to make up. Okay. How are you supposed to do that? So it does say all of the origin stories are unique. I don't think anything's different on the starter island.
Wake, wooden boards and iron shackles. The Divine Order's hospitality leaves much to be desired indeed.
I don't think anything changes on the starter island, but I've never made it past the starter island yet. I kind of wanted to experience that with you guys. One thing I do like to do is just to pick up everything that I can. Mainly because you can sell it later on. And the more money you have, the better, for sure. For sure in this game. I learned that really fast, especially on the tactician difficulty, because you really need to be able to buy food and have a lot of food.
Yes, looks like that collar fits you snugly enough. Nice bit of work, even if I do say so myself.
Did the murderer take him into this room?
There. Not too tight, I hope. The collar, I mean. Oh, not to worry. Every dog has to get used to its leash. In the meantime, your next stop will be Magister William. All passengers have to be registered in the ship's manifest, and he's the chap in charge of the logs. You'll find him on the other side of this deck, in the officers' quarters.
Pull at the thing around your neck futilely. Demand to know why she collared you. Collar. Use that by the room's shape you can tell you're on the Lucian class frigate. But why? Noble. Now that you're up and you'd like to bathe and dine, tell her to ring for the servants. I don't think you get servants anymore, buddy. I don't think you get that. We're gonna go with the scholar.
Why? Because we're at sea, of course, and have been for several days.
Index fingers pressed to her lips, she pauses a moment to give you a scrutinizing gander.
My word, you do seem a bit befuddled, don't you? Perhaps I was a bit too generous with that sedative.
Yeah.
Oh well, I'm sure you'll soon gather your wits. Most likely. Eventually. In the meantime, all you need to know is that we're en route to Fort Joy.
Okay, so, for people that don't know, Fort Joy is basically a place for sorcerers, I guess. It explains it later on a little bit more in detail, but it's basically just a place that they send sorcerers because sorcery summons demons. It's complicated, but it makes more sense later on.
A new life awaits. And if you're a particularly good boy, perhaps a cure as well. An end to Source. For good.
I'm gonna take my leave. Not worried about pulling on a thing on my neck, because it's pretty obvious.
Good gods! There's been a murder here.
It's pretty obvious, you know, what's going on with the necklace. Kind of obvious that it's taking your magic away. Can I take this? Can I sneak? Oh, I can. It's just a chunk of flesh, but I want it. Got it. I'm leaving. Out of here. I am outie. Somebody died on board. Seems like that's a very normal thing. I don't know why my game keeps getting these little, issues. Ooh, what are these kids doing?
Ah, there you are. Husband.
Oh, yeah. Hey, you're my wife. I'll take that.
Would you please tell this very charming gaggle of not at all brat-like babes that I am by no accounts this loser woman, nor do I sing, in fact. I'm deathly allergical.
Play along and take her arm with a grin. Tell the children they must be mistaken.
How very correct you are, spouse of mine. Madame Josephine Gribbles de Peeb refuses to be confused with anyone else. What? What's so funny?
Her pinched face cracks into a great grin, and she shoos the children away from her with a laugh.
Yeah, okay, you found me out. Go on and git, and maybe I'll sing you something when I'm good and ready.
She turns to you, dark-eyed and dirty-haired, and smiles flatly.
Gotta keep ourselves entertained, haven't we?